All right. Hello, hello.
Excuse me. Hello.
Um,
I said I was ready to go, and then my lungs were like, just a second.
but wait, there's more. We are back on Resident Evil 7 Biohazard tonight. Yay. I'm going to warn people this may be a shorter stream just because you know that time change that happened like 2 weeks ago? I decided to only realize it like this week.
Oh
So,
my god.
this is what I get for working at, like, I work from home and I get to mostly set my own schedule around my clients, which meant that it was so easy to just shift everything so it looked an hour later, or hour earlier or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, and then I realized, no, like, that's probably not a good idea. So, I am currently going through what everyone else went through, and it's awful. So, love that for me. But it does mean that I get very sleepy, like 11 o'clock-ish right now. So
Yeah.
we may be stopping a little bit early because it makes it really hard to fight the horrors if my eyes are closed.
Yes, that's true.
So introductions. I'll start off because I thought of a question for us, unless you thought of one.
I did not.
Okay. I'm Kels. I am your player one. You see me. You can see my screen. I do not claim to be good at these. Just a heads up. You will not see any really cool fighting, as evidenced by the number of things that I killed with a knife last time. I miss. Look, that chainsaw. It was very satisfying, but also I was very bad with it, so I only kind of miss it.
Yeah.
But it is better than my little knife that I've been just kind of stabbing people with. So, and yeah, so question this week, or this stream, I don't know why I said this week. We stream more than once a week. It's
We
fine. If you could visit anywhere in the world, we're talking like visit, like if you could go on a vacation kind of thing, where would you go?
Shit. Well, you are introduced yourself first, so
Okay.
you get to answer first.
I will answer first. So the last time I went to Ireland was like 10 years ago. I was in grad school at the time and I was ridiculously broke. Went over, as a reminder, I went to grad school in England, so going over to Ireland was like a fairly cheap Ryanair flight. I think that whole flight was like $35. Went with my little backpack and stayed on a friend's couch. But I didn't get to really do anything other than just like hang out in the main city of Dublin because I couldn't afford anything. And I would love to go back and just travel around the entire country. It sounds absolutely beautiful over there.
Yeah.
So it was also like, I think it was May when I went, which was so rainy. So it was not. I remember one of the only things I did, I went to a comedy club in one of the evenings that I was there. And so this comedy club was at the bottom of a flight of stairs. And I only vaguely remember this, but the people that I was with will never let me forget it. I took like 2 steps down those stairs and apparently slipped. Like my shoes were wet and I just completely fell down the entire flight. I don't remember it at all, I should point out, which is probably not a great sign. I remember laying at the bottom going, wow, it's really loud in my bedroom. Before realizing, like, this isn't my bedroom. Why am I on the floor?
Oh my god.
So I'm fine, obviously. That was like 10 years ago. But yeah, no, I'd like to give Ireland another shot. I think it would be great to like go around and see all the things I wasn't able to see.
God, that sounds lovely. Minus, not the falling down part, the going to Ireland part.
I was very sore for like 2 weeks after that. Like I was kind of hobbling
you fell
around.
down a flight of stairs.
And we're not talking like a short flight. Like it was decently, like 20 plus steps. And I ate it on like step number 2. So
Oh God.
they were
Yeah,
also
you need a
very nice.
redemption trip.
Yeah, they were so nice though. So we got in there and it was like a small room, so it was pretty packed. All the seats were gone,
Mhm.
but they gave us some of the like reserved seats for the guests because they'd watched me just wipe out at the bottom and didn't want me to stand in the back the entire time.
Yeah.
So they were wonderfully nice. I was also probably, the precursor to everyone's comedy that night, but
Oh my God.
the first act, uh, watch the foreigner fall down the stairs.
All
Uh,
right. Well, I don't have that kind of a story. But my name is Lemur. I like horror content. I'm here to hopefully make some jokes. We'll see. Um, much like Tuesday, I've had an interesting day, so I apologize if I come off weirder than normal. Um, an off day, but in a very different way today. Anyway, if I so I mean, you and I know this,
mhm,
but I am working on learning Japanese to go to Japan, so that's probably like my number one.
mhm,
Um, I so probably like a lot of Americans, I've not left this country very often. I've only ever been to Canada and then a couple of islands
mhm,
in the Caribbean. I have been everywhere here though. Not everywhere, everywhere. I've been
mhm.
over half the states.
Nice.
I'd have to count.
Mhm,
But I know I'm over 25 at this point. Um, so like yeah, most of my like wishes are like definitely out of the country because I've explored America pretty well.
mhm,
Um, I know like I still at least like on my America bucket list would be like I'd love to go up to like Maine, like the New England area proper.
mhm.
Because I think the farthest north on the East Coast is I've been to New York City.
I've never been
Um,
to New England at all, minus like the airports.
yeah,
And I want to do New York City, obviously, because that's the big one everyone wants to do.
it's very fun.
But like, I people keep talking up lobster rolls, and I want to try one.
I know. I like every time. Yeah, I'm just like, damn, I
Like, I
want.
would fuck with that.
No, if I had to pick, so obviously, it's like I said, Japan is definitely, and I have such a huge list of things that we're gonna have to work so hard to like narrow down,
Uh,
and it just means we have to go back.
mhm,
But if I had to pick somewhere else,
mhm,
New Zealand is very high on my list, mostly because, well, first of all, fucking beautiful.
mhm.
But also the fact that I could go to Hobbiton and visit the Shire and pretend to be a hobbit. I want that so bad.
Uh,
So I don't know if I've ever talked about this on stream or not. It's the reason why occasionally I can't join on Thursdays, but I am part of a handbell choir. Um, and I ring like like really low bass notes, bells that are as big as your head. So when you think, if you've never seen a handbell choir, think Christmas,
mm.
except for all year round. We don't just do Christmas songs. Anyway, uh, I put all that context to say that my handbell director is in New Zealand right now, and she and her husband went to Hobbiton, and I'm fucking jealous. She posted some photos, but I was so distracted because they went really early in their trip, so they were
Mhm.
still very jet lagged.
Oh yeah.
And in the post with the Hobbiton photos is a photo of her husband looking dead. And I was too distracted by the fact that Bill looked deceased. Uh,
I will
so,
say that is like so. As a reminder, I used to be a translator. I think I've traveled. I counted once. It was like 52 different countries. There may be
mhm,
more at this point. Um, but that is one of like the longest trips that you can
mhm.
have. And it's awful to try to figure out that jet lag.
Well, my work bestie, she and her husband went to New Zealand for their honeymoon,
Ooh.
and they built in like days at the beginning and towards the end of their trip to help like the shift.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she really enjoyed it, and I'm sure I'll talk to my Bell director when she gets back, and she'll love it too. So, yeah, New Zealand. I'd say yeah, Japan and New Zealand.
I've been to New Zealand. New Zealand is beautiful. I don't really care for Lord of the Rings, so I have
That's fair.
not ever worried about Hobbiton. But like it's gorgeous there, just in
Yeah.
general. So, and obviously I've been to Japan, so
Yes.
just
Yeah.
a
No.
time or two.
I think Ireland would be super fun.
Mhm.
And I will very happily hide in your suitcase.
Perfect.
And go with you.
Let's go.
Let's
Let-
see.
mhm.
Chat says, I liked Japan, but I want to visit Italy.
Italy's nice.
Just watched the final season of Cobra Kai, and they filmed it on location in Barcelona, so that also looks fun. There's actually a fact that I thought of because my brain can never let me just think of one thing.
Of course not.
But there's actually, I think it's a lot of like the really picturesque filming locations
Mhm.
that American filmmakers claim to be like Oregon are New Zealand.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can see it.
So Without a Paddle
Mhm.
and the new Wolfman both do this. I literally was sitting in the theater being like, this is not what Oregon looked like. I mean, like, we've got very pretty places here,
Mhm.
but like, anyway. I don't know why my brain thought of that, but it was because you were talking about filming locations.
Mhm. Barcelona is lovely. I spent a week earlier. I guess it was last year now. Holy shit, what is time?
Yeah, that was last year.
So during that long span of time where we didn't stream for like a month, one of those weeks that I spent was in Barcelona, and it's beautiful. Like I really loved it just in general. Like there's different barrios in the city where they've just got different vibes and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
the rail system is fantastic, as someone stuck in the States. So not as good as Japanese rail, but
Yeah,
it was damn good. So uh,
I'm gonna get the opportunity
mhm,
at least for like a schmidgen next year. But I have been to. I think I don't know if I actually said this out loud. I've been to Canada, and I
mhm.
would love to actually like go back. And so I actually get to be
Yeah,
in Canada a little bit next year. I'm very excited about that.
yeah.
I think I was nine,
Mhm.
9 or 10 when I went to Canada. Um, they didn't ask anybody for passports. I certainly did not have one. Um,
Oh,
so very different world. Which was not that long ago, but long enough ago.
yeah. I'm trying to think. So, in contrast to my like 52 countries that I've been to, I've been to, I think I counted like 10 US states.
Mm-hmm.
But I've only been to two different, I don't know how you would count it in Canada. Like I've been to Vancouver, British Columbia, and Victoria
Are they
area.
provinces?
Um, no, I mean
Is that what they?
yeah, I think that's what they're called. So I've been
They're not.
over to BC,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to do some work in Quebec. I used to fly there like every week for a translation job,
Mm-hmm.
there for a bit. So, and those are the only two places I've been in Canada ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been to Mexico more than I've been to Canada.
Provinces. Thank you. I know I
Provinces.
said it. I know I said it late. I knew it's like that's not exactly what I meant, but yes, thank you, provinces.
I always want to call them
Um.
prefectures, so
Mm-hmm.
they're not prefectures.
No, we went to Whistler,
Hmm.
which is it's on the west. Uh, but yeah, because we drove.
Hmm.
My family lives in northern Washington, and we drove up to them, and then we all drove together.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I went up to BC for my high school band for some reason performed in Canada. It was like our big trip of the year. And so we drove up there, and I do remember getting stuck it was like a park or something, because we didn't technically have the right to be there or something. Like we were all like legally in the country, let me
Yeah.
rephrase that. But like something about the bus wasn't supposed to be parking like right where it was. But I just remember like the like we're sitting there, it's a bus full of like 60 high school students, so you have us sit there more than 5 minutes and we're all going crazy.
Hmm.
But so he's talking with the bus driver and our band director and all of that, and I think I'm going to guess, just because he knew that we were a bus full of high school foreigners. When he finished up, he like raises his voice and he's like, "Well, have a good trip, eh?" And I swear, like the entire bus sat there and went, "He said A! He said A!"
Jesus.
It
That's
was so
hilarious.
stupid in hindsight, but it took like an hour for them to figure it out. So,
So I have a high school bus story, but let's get into stream and then we'll
yes.
come back to it.
All right. Okay, so recap. Axe Zombie Man chased us from the bathroom. We found more diary entries about this dysfunctional family doing cult stuff to their victims and them talking about how to escape. We played cat and mouse in the incinerator room with mold monsters. Once Axe Dude caught up to us, we had a caged chainsaw duel and escaped to a bayou. The swamp trailer had a message from the family's daughter mentioning a serum to cure the infection in Mia. Mia got kidnapped immediately after we caught up with her, and she said she lost some memories, and we made a flamethrower. I did make a flamethrower. Let's get in there. Oh, here we go. Ethan has finally made it outside after another deadly struggle with Jack. Zoe said that they need a serum in order to get out of there alive. Ethan sets out for the old house near the swamp to find some.
Hell yeah.
I feel like oh yeah, I remember what I was doing.
It's been so long, it's like I don't remember.
Wow.
Anyway, so my story was, so my high school, we spent 2 years in this like in this class, and we spent the whole time like fundraising, and our trip was to the East Coast. So we did New York, Washington, D.C., there's bits of Virginia. We spent a day in Philadelphia. So that kind of whole junket.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, we spent a lot of time in a tour bus, and can confirm you put a bunch of high schoolers in a tour bus.
Fuck.
Oh.
Nothing like bugs.
Fuck.
Ew.
Come on, Ethan.
That's kind of what being in a giant tour bus full of high schoolers feels like. Ew. At least to my almost 32-year-old brain. Ugh.
All right, where the fuck am I? I don't fully know what I'm doing. Let's get upstairs, I guess?
Yeah.
Zoe, you tried to sneak up on the second floor again, didn't you? Did you think I wouldn't notice? Even after what happened to Evelyn, you just keep talking about some strange medicine. What are you planning to do to my altar? You better keep those sticky fingers off of it. Nobody touches my sacred altar. You think wow, I can read today. You think your father and I are idiots? You spoiled, pathetic child. I wish you'd never been born. Unforgivably pathetic, yet always looking down on us and trying to leave our home. After everything we've done for you, pathetic, 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 pathetic. If you ever even touch my altar, I'll slice off your chest and serve it up as pot roast.
Oh. Cute.
I don't think I have a... I do not. I'll take some chem fluid, though. One of the issues that I always have is this game is so dark, and I have this light in my face so you can see me, because I have bad lighting in my apartment, and so I just keep getting this massive glare. Ooh, I remember I needed a crank. Anyone remember what I needed a crank for?
No idea.
Glad I got a thing for that. Hey, you little fucker.
You know where I would love to go back, mostly just because it blew my fucking mind when I was there the first time,
Where?
is the Grand Canyon.
I
It does not look real. Like my little 12-year-old brain when we were there, it looked like a painting. I could not compute that was a real thing I was looking at. Also, chat, gross. I could go for some pot roast. Ironically enough, my brother and I were actually discussing that we should make a pot roast soon. Ew. In the context of the game right now, yeah.
Do you still want pot roast?
Yeah. Not
Not someone's chest pot roast, but
yeah, not like cannibalism pot roast, but regular pot roast sounds good.
I've never been a fan of pot roast.
Okay.
It's just a weird texture to me, I think.
Yeah. If you fuck it up, it gets real dry, and then it's not fun. So you gotta do it right. Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, if you ever get the chance to Jensen, game is game, pot roast is pot roast. But if you ever get the chance, I highly recommend going to the Grand Canyon, because you too will not believe what you're looking at is real. It's fucking wild.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Don't make me tear off that pretty face of yours. Aha! Damn.
You wouldn't have to, you know. You could just not tear my face off.
Exactly.
Could be fun. Not tearing my face off.
Oh. She moves like so incredibly slowly. Oh my god, lady, please leave. Is there another way to get into that room? Like, what is taking her so long?
There you are. Ah.
There who is?
Not us, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. Sucks to be whoever that is.
Good.
Oh.
Hey, I found it. Oh my god. Are we good now? No? This feels so stupid going at bugs with a knife. Especially because I have zero depth perception.
Mm-hmm. Somebody from the outside is just watching you just go to town on the air.
Yes, I understand. You're still there. I've not forgotten you. Hey, we got a key. We like keys. Some burner fuel. Come on, give me the stupid coin. I don't have enough space for the coin. Oh my god, I can't reach that stupid bug. Okay, so now I have a key to that door upstairs, I think. Oh my god, lady.
I told you to get out. It's mine.
How are you always where I need to be?
I want to show you.
It's her superpower.
I don't want to see whatever you want to show me, but thank you, ma'am. Oh no, I'm lost again. Okay, never mind. I know where I am. Alright, back into the bugs. Like, literally. It's like, it's hard to be afraid of her. But also, I don't... Does she just send bugs after me? Because they're just annoying. Alright.
I told you to stay out of here.
Sorry, ma'am. This is probably not good for me. Goodbye! Oh, well. That's
All
probably...
right, you little cocksucker. Let's get down to business.
Yeah, let's get down to
Good shot.
business. To defeat the hunt.
Sorry. It makes sense that we both went there, but it's still
Yes.
funny. Ooh, okay, maybe you guys can help me. I was watching...
Knows where you.
I don't know, Zoe. I was watching The Hunchback of Notre Dame last night, and in my opinion, Judge Frollo is the scariest Disney villain, like realistically Disney scariest.
You hear me?
I agree.
On the veil.
Thank you. But I'm making a list of like actually scary Disney villains, because like, okay, so like my distinction is, you know, I am more likely to run into a religious zealot who is using his beliefs to fuel his crimes, than like the Horned King from
Yeah.
Black Cauldron. I'm not going to run into a skeleton man with horns
No, exactly.
with magic. So that's anyway.
Oh, this doesn't seem good. I don't know what to do here.
Die apparently.
I have no way to jump. Oh. Apparently that yellow thing means I can climb up it. Who would have thought? Alright, sorry to interrupt.
Anyway, that's okay. You know, the things we were actually doing were
details.
needed to be paid attention to. Exactly. Yeah. Frollos is scary in an identifiable and familiar way. Fantasy monsters are scary to the imagination. Yeah. And I'm not like in like my, so basically what I'm asking for is like what other Disney villains would you say are like real world scary?
Mm-hmm.
And because it's not to negate like how scary it would be, because I mean I would argue that like someone like Mother Gothel from Tangled kind of toes the line,
Yeah.
right? Like she is actually just an abusive person
Mm-hmm.
who also has access to magic, but well, it's Rapunzel's magic that she wants. She doesn't have her own magic, but like she kind of like toes the line for me of being like that, but because those people exist without the motivation of that magical power.
What the actual fuck am I looking at?
I hate that.
Regarding the series serum, the following items be able to synthesize serum. 1. D-series cranial nerve. 2. D-series peripheral nerve.
I think that's it.
Okay. What do those words mean? How do I get nerves? Zoe, help me.
Why can't I remember his name?
Well, did you find a serum?
I just got done dealing with your mom and her fucking bugs. Wish you could have warned me.
Sorry about that. What about the serum?
I haven't found any. But I did find out we need to make one. A D-series head and an arm. This can't be right.
A head? I think I have that around here somewhere.
You do?
I don't know about the arm, though. Have you searched the whole house?
No, not yet. I still need to check the second floor here.
All right. Check it out. Meet me at the trailer if you find it.
You are very presumptuous. Can I use this one? No? Sorry.
It's okay. So yeah, so Mother Gothel for sure. Yeah, and also chat says that what you were looking at is it's fetus Voldemort.
Yeah.
But I came up with the other two that I came up with at the time were Clayton from Tarzan.
Yeah.
Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I had a friend come up with Hans from Frozen.
Yeah, I would say. I think Hans could be scary. Like.
Yeah, like he's not. I wouldn't put him like he's lowest on the list just because like he's an opportunist versus like Frollo burning down half of Paris because he's upset that he's horny for Esmeralda.
Well, like my thing about Hans is that he's like the most realistic that you will run into, and it's more that like that's the man that you will marry and then he will baby trap you kind of like thing, rather than, you know, hopefully you will not meet a man that wants to burn down half a city because of his dick. So, yeah.
See, okay, yes, chat. You and I same. We're sharing the brain cell. Shan Yu is also on the list because of what the Huns did to that village.
Yeah.
Ratcliffe is definitely on the list because of colonialism. But I would also like to argue that we do need to put a Disney prince on there because John Smith also belongs on the scary Disney villains list.
Yeah.
Because the real John Smith.
Yeah.
No. So my argument is that John Smith belongs on the list along with all of these villains.
All right, quick thing in the game. Okay, October 11th, my ears have been ringing all day and I haven't been able to sleep since the child showed up. It's like Zoe says, there's something strange about the child and the woman she brought with her. October 15th, I'm seeing things, hearing things, can't stop feeling nauseous. I went to the doctor in town and he gave me an x-ray. What's happening to me? October 23rd, the child gave me a present. How much you want to bet page 4 is going to be more fucked up? October something. I put the present in the secret room right at the back of the second floor where nobody will find it. That arm is a sign of the child's trust. That arm will lead us to happiness, and anyone who corrupts that happiness, I won't allow them to live. Love that for me.
Oh. Rolf? What's the dude from Atlantis?
I don't remember. I only saw Atlantis once with you.
Okay, hold on. Let me Google it. My phone is catching up to what I'm doing here. Rourke. Close. Yeah, Commander Rourke. Yeah, he definitely belongs on the list.
No, I can't put my crank there.
The kind of father Pete is to his son in Goof Troop and a Goofy movie is also rather realistically abusive. Yeah. Pete, I feel bad. Like, I feel like they don't have to do that with Pete, and they do, and it's like, you know. I do find it interesting that Mother Gothel so far is the only female villain to make the list.
I mean, I think that's because some of the others are so obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how often am I gonna get a lady so mad at me for being born that she curses me?
She's not even mad at you. She's mad at your parents.
Yeah, like, and then she turns into a dragon. Like,
Hot.
don't. Yeah, exactly.
Or a sea witch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could Queen of Hearts. The problem I have with like putting like someone like the Queen of Hearts on the list is because like she is so intrinsically like Wonderland. Like, yeah, a mad tyrant is scary, but also like,
Okay, love that for me. Sorry.
oh, I missed that. I was too busy talking about.
There was a
Bullshit.
lantern right here, and she had a very. Hey, there she
Oh.
is.
Ew.
Well, that's special.
That is special.
Can't wait to see what's at the bottom of this hole. How fucked up do you think that's gonna be?
Yeah, Queen of Hearts is definitely more laughable than scary.
Yeah. Well, like, Queen of Hearts isn't even really ever seen as scary, right? She's just a brat.
Yeah.
Okay, where the fuck am I now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like all female Disney. Yzma.
Yzma is also more funny than scary.
Yeah. Because I think, yeah, you have to kind of like take in the context
Mm-hmm.
of not only like in this exercise of like talking about how scary they could be in the real world, but you also have to take in, yeah, Yzma, yes, Chad agrees, Yzma is hilarious. But you have to take in the context of them and their story as well, I think, because you can't really separate the two or that from them.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I would be really scared if I was an emperor, and she could turn me into a llama.
But we're not. Also, like, Cusco was a shit ruler beforehand.
Yeah.
And I don't really, not that we get to really see much of Yzma's rule, but it didn't seem like things really changed for people up until Cusco took back over. Because he learned his lesson and became a better person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ursula, the Sea Witch, even like the Evil Queen and Snow White, it's kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, they're so, like, laughably fairy tale.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if I was a beautiful princess that, you know, but no one is going to be looking into a magic mirror going, what do you mean that bitch is the fairest of them all?
Yeah, Yzma also raised Cusco, so she's kind of at fault for how he turned out.
Apparently I can't go in there.
I mean, this is definitely more of a list than I had last night. I just literally, it was one of those moments where I was like, I'm completely sober and having a high thought right now. But I was just watching, and it, of course, because I truly, Hunchback has probably like one of the best soundtracks from Disney. And it's just fucking beautiful, and I love it, and the animation is stunning. so much. It's so not like it's source material, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about that right now. But yeah, no. So I was just watching Hellfire, and it was just like, this man is truly the worst. Yes, Lady Tremaine. Yes, thank you. There we go. We've added a second lady.
What about Cruella de Vil?
Yes, but
I don't have 101 Dalmatians.
yeah, right. I mean, hold on. I think we could put Cruella on there because yeah, animal abuse is
Apparently,
not
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lady Tremaine is realistically scary. We again kind of go back into the Mother Gothel territory of a abusive parental figure.
Yeah. Oh shit. I would rather not.
Now I have Cruella de Vil's song stuck in my head. No, thank you. Goodbye.
You good? Okay. Lady, you need to take better care of your house.
Oh, excuse me.
Like, I say this with all my love. This is like one of the worst kept houses I have ever seen in my life. Like, how do you have weeds growing on the second floor?
Listen, that takes a lot of talent.
Oh. Hello, ma'am. Ouch. Okay, yeah. Owie.
I'd say also on the list is the bad guy from Big Hero 6.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the fuck his name is. Not necessarily, I mean, sinister in a corporate way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Really, Ethan? Is now when you decided you wanted to... Oh, goodbye.
Yokai is, well, at least that's what he's called. Robert Callaghan.
Love that this lady is just fucking walking on the walls. Owie.
You're not getting away this time.
Yeah, truly, Yokai is like the only one that gives scary, but in corporate. Everyone else is scary in other ways.
Oh shit, where'd you go?
Let's see. Disney villains.
Always a good sign when I lose her. Hello? Ma'am? Are we good?
Madame Medusa from the Rescuers. Also good. One on the list. Let's see. Jafar, too fantastical. Captain Hook, same. Gaston's on the list. Hades is mischaracterized because the real Hades is not scary. Also, like, just the Hades from Hercules is hilarious. Maleficent, Ursula, Cruella de Vil, Scar. Okay, so chat brought up Zira from The Lion King 2, grooming her hair to be her heir, to be a child soldier. The problem I have with any of the like animal villains is like, for me, it's like, well, they're just animals, but like you could put those. Obviously, you can translate that into
Anthropomorphized.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah, Shere Khan from the Jungle Book, Lady Tremaine.
I'm so sorry. Oh, lovely. Loved that for me.
She just...
Yep, she just ate me.
and not in the fun way.
No,
Ooh, what the hell
I
is...
quite honestly don't want her to eat me in the fun way, if I'm being completely honest. I don't have high standards, but those standards are right there.
Ooh, yes. Captain Hook is generally funny, but the kidnapping scene in Return to Neverland is honestly pretty effective. Yes. Agreed. Prince John from Robin Hood is another one that's just so laughable. Queen of Hearts, Evil Queen, Frollo. Interesting. Oh, okay. I said that about the animals, and now Hopper from A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Realistically scary.
I think I'm out of chem fluid.
Dr. Facilier, I don't see him. I mean, like, obviously he's an antagonist, but I don't necessarily see him as, like...
I'd be really scared if I didn't want to be a frog.
Yeah. Again, it kind of goes to that more fantastical... This cannot be every Disney villain who ever existed.
What do you think you're doing?
Try not to die, ma'am. Like, how many times...
Still got some fight in you, huh?
How many times do I have to fucking set you on fire, madam?
Surely she's dead now. Nope. I don't think so. Oh. Oh, okay, I was wrong.
I'll take that.
I'm okay with being wrong in this moment.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna butcher this. I'm gonna try really hard. Marluxia from Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories?
Or Marluxia.
Marluxia, thank you.
Marluxia, I think.
Marluxia. I
Something
knew
like
I was
that.
gonna butcher it. Anyway, from Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, also has some really creepy undertones and how he forces Naminé to do his bidding.
Yeah. Can confirm.
See, I'm now on Wikipedia. Wikipedia? Alright, whatever. I think it's the fandom.com kind of shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these are just laughable here. Which, you don't always want your villains to be always scary.
Yeah.
What? That's
What?
his last name? Did you know that Gaston's last name is Legume?
I did not. Bean Man.
According to this, that's what his last name is.
Okay, where am I going now? Guess I'll go back upstairs.
Do you think I should put in an editor's note on this website to add John Smith to the Pocahontas villain list? Every white person in this movie
Yeah.
needs to go on this list right now.
I'm sure that'll go over super well. Disney adults are very famous for being reasonable.
Let's see. Larxene is also disturbingly touchy-feely and getting into people's personal space in that game. Yeah, I feel like Kingdom Hearts has some good villains.
Yeah.
Just in general.
It does.
How dare? So in the list for Emperor's New Groove, they do not list Kronk. Which, like, he's her henchman, right? But also, like, he's the henchman of the villain. Like,
Yeah.
put him on the list. We all love Kronk, but, like, come on.
Exactly. Okay. I don't know if I can get back from here, but honestly, the scariest part of this game is just me having to navigate. I'm so lost. Everything looks the same. It's dark.
Kronk deserves his flowers. Yeah, no, just trying to figure out where the fuck you're supposed to be going
Mhm.
at any given moment.
And they keep throwing bugs at me. Like, I already don't have an attention span.
Okay, so now I'm just going through the list. So I came upon Zootopia. And of course, Bellwether, the sheep, is the main villain of that movie, right?
I've still never seen it, so.
Oh my god, okay. Well, spoilers.
How dare
I
you
would-
spoil a movie for me that has been out for this long?
I'd say she kind of toes the line for me because I mean, if you look at like how Zootopia is essentially like it's a race allegory, right?
Mhm.
And she's using her status as a prey animal to frame predators.
Okay.
And get them in trouble and do general bad things. I'd say that has some hefty weight to it. It feels weird putting a sheep on the list, but she's a bad sheep.
We've put weirder, so.
We have put weirder.
My
How-
Family by Evelyn.
Oh, ew. They put the abuela in Encanto as the villain of Encanto. Like, first of all, how dare you?
I mean, if
The
you have
villain-
to put a villain.
The villain of that movie is generational trauma, not Alma Madrigal.
We're gonna close that and pretend we didn't see it. Alright, Broken Boat. This is a nice little fucked up child's room.
Yeah, I think that's where antagonist versus villain.
Yeah.
I think that's these are basically just lumping in antagonists and villains together. Because I mean, like for Moana, they list Te Kā,
Mhm.
and it's like, well, Te Kā isn't a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this list definitely puts villains and antagonists in the same bucket, which I don't believe is fair.
Alright, thing that says something's wrong with her. I don't know who her is, but there's a lot of shit wrong here. Alright, can my flashlight please stop?
Stay away.
Oh, maybe it's crapping out for plot reasons. That's fun.
Yeah, I agree. Kronk should be on that list if they're throwing in antagonists and villains together.
Yeah. This seems like a great place that I want to go into. Okay. Well, we have an arm.
Mm.
Oh, God. I guess this is it.
Guess I just get to carry that fucker around. Hello, small child.
Yuck. I hate when you can just see like legs or something like that. Just, ugh.
I don't remember those things on the wall before. Hello. All right, come on. You dead? Seems like it. I cannot see shit with how dark it is in here. And this ring light in my face. That's because that's the doorway.
Alright, chat says Cobra Bubbles is a realistically scary non-villain antagonist because he's the face of Child Protective Services that threaten to tear a broken family apart. Yeah. Like, he's definitely not, like, I mean, yeah, he's an antagonist, but only due to circumstance. It's not like he's, like, actively choosing.
Yeah.
I mean, he chose to be in that,
Yeah.
you know.
I got it. Are we really gonna be able to make serum with this thing?
It'll be fine. After we make it, we can get out of here. Together. I'll be waiting for you in the trailer.
She's gonna fuck me over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anytime someone says we can do it together, it's never together. Realistically, it's always me alone. God damn it. I made that bridge. I want to walk over it. Just because there's a hole in the ground here that I can't seem to walk around. Okay. Then we go here. And... wait.
Ooh, yes, Ernesto de la Cruz. Yes, yes, yes. Actually scary. Do you see that Coco's getting a second movie?
I did not, no.
I don't know. I mean, okay, I love Coco so much. I don't understand why. I don't think it needs a second movie.
There's a lot of things that don't need... look, like, it needs a second movie, but it needs one of those, like, straight-to-DVD movies
Yes.
that we used to get.
Yes.
You know, where it's, like, absolutely non-consequential. No one should give a shit about this movie. It's there if you really want it.
Yeah, I just... chat bringing up Ernesto makes me think, I don't think this list included any
Where the hell
Pixar
are you? You know, never mind.
villains.
We only need the head, and you've got it. This is gonna help me and me, right?
Hey, buddy. I thought you should know. I decided that Zoe needed a timeout.
Of course you did.
She and Mia are here with me. And they're keeping each other company.
Just let them both go. What do you need them for?
That's family business, Ethan, and
Well, I
not
brought
your concern. Understand? Now, if you want the head, feel free to come by any time and I'll give it to you. But only if you participate in a little activity I put together just for you.
What activity?
Oh, I know you're excited, but don't worry. It's not going anywhere. First step I need you to take partner, is for you to take a peek inside the fridge in the trailer there.
Fuck you.
I don't wanna.
Oh, come on now, don't be like that. You want to have some fun, don't you? Now, look in the fridge.
I kinda don't have a choice, Ethan. Let's look in the fridge.
I don't wanna.
Anyone want to guess what horrors are gonna be inside the fridge? The pig is waiting for you in the dissection room, bitch. He does have a way with words. My body's feeling weirder and weirder. Soon I'll become like Mom and Dad. It's all her fault. Should I run? No, I can't. I'm dead if she finds out. That woman she was with, Mia, she knows something. If I had the serum, I could cure myself. I have to find out more. All right, where is the save thing? Because we have not saved in a while, and I don't want to have to do all that again.
See, okay, the only Pixar villain that I mentioned earlier is Hopper from Bug's Life. Chat says, hey, didn't we need that head?
Hopefully not. I've got too much shit in my inventory already.
Ooh, Mr. Waternoose from Monsters, Inc. I feel like should be included because, again, creepy in a corporate way.
Yeah, can't agree. Why am I getting ammo for guns I don't have? I have my little pistol.
Yes, capitalism, the true villain here, honestly.
Alright, well. Guess we go down to the dissection room. I don't remember where the dissection room was. Alright, downstairs. In the main house.
Truly. Yeah, the Pacifica Northwest parents from Gravity Falls. Correct. Pacifica gets a pass because she's just a child. But her parents do not. She's a shitty child. But still a child.
Details. That was apparently not how I got down there. How did I get down there to begin with?
How dare you? They put friggin' Ming Lee from Turning Red, so like May's mom. No, it's okay, antagonist, not a villain. How dare you? Again, generational trauma.
Yeah.
Not a villain. Ooh, yeah, definitely that. The Jack in the Box from that one scene from Fantasia 2000, 100% is a villain. Not on this list, villain, but ooh.
Hi, Grandma. What you doing down here? Probably not a good sign that you're down here, if I'm being completely honest, but I think this was the dissection room. Yeah. Oh, hello. Why do you move like a bug? I can't tell if it's dead or not. You good? Seems good. I was just talking about how much handgun ammo I have, and I feel like I just keep using it all.
Mm-hmm.
Rigor mortis must set. Okay. Prove you're a real man. Stick your hand down this pig's throat.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, I
Speak.
hate that I still can hear it.
Sorry, buddy.
I don't know that I would have put this hand in there. All right, I got the snake key.
Uh,
That pretty little thing will help you find the 2 key cards you're gonna need to join the party we're having over here. You gotta earn your way, Ethan.
Why do I always have to earn my way? Oh no. We're out of ammo again. Hey, do you guys like being set on fire? Asking for a friend. Owie. Forgot I could do that. So the bad news is that the demons don't go down very well with the knife. And we're almost out of ammo for like everything.
ooh, I'm sorry. Chad also said the sergeant from that one Phineas and Ferb episode who broke their spirits in the behavior correction camp. Definitely on the list.
Okay. And I have no chemical fluid, so if we die not like men. We just die. Hey, chem fluid. Ask and you shall receive. Where the fuck am I? Okay. That's me. Alright, we have the snake key now, so we can use that. Nothing like a good morgue.
We love a good morgue.
I will say cleanliness is not their strong suit, but yeah, the fatigue set in, and now I'm like trying to keep my eyes open. This is a really good situation. So at the next save point, we are going to stop for the night.
Okay.
Just as a heads up for everyone. What do you mean that I just... Oh my god. Yep, that's where that goes. Okay, so that was clearly not the lock they were telling me to go through. I could have used that the entire time. Love that for me. Okay. Okay, where am I? Okay. I think there's a save point right here. There we go.
Woohoo!
Anything good that I can pick up in here? I assume we've already looked at that. Yeah, that was the note to Courtney about the dog heads. Don't have that. Okay. We're going to end here for tonight because, again, I'm having problems fighting the demons when my eyes want to close. And here's your PSA. When daylight savings happens, face it then. Don't wait like 2 weeks because no one's got like any patience for that. I did it to myself and I know it, but
You did. And that's okay.
that's okay.
We love you anyway.
Good. All right, so we're going to end here for tonight. Next stream is Sunday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. I may try to run a extra stream either tomorrow night or Saturday night to make up for missing last Sunday. So if you are available during one of those, let me know. Any announcements?
No.
I feel like I had an announcement and I can't think of it at the moment, so... I don't know. It might come to me. It might not. Yeah, I got nothing. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And we will see you next time we see you.
Goodbye.
Have a good night. Bye.